we had a question coming in asking about, you see so many people in need in so many different countries, and these days with the Sky and satellite TV, we've got numerous, mashallah, channels and Muslim channels where all night in Ramzan they're doing charity appeals and for various different charities in various different countries in the world. You can't say there's one best place or one best country to donate to. But the question that came in is, where would you recommend that one should donate?
The zakat money, al-asl fi hada, meaning the main principle of zakat is that it should be given in the place where the person is living in. And the evidence for this is the hadith of Mu'adh ibn Jabal radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. When he sent him to Yemen, the Prophet ﷺ said to Mu'adh radiyallahu anhu that تُؤْخَذُ مِنْ أَغْنِيَائِهِمْ وَتُرَدُّ إِلَى فُقَرَائِهِمْ, that take the zakat from the rich people and it should be given to their own poor people, indicating that zakat should be given in the locality, in the place that you are living. And there is a wisdom behind this, because think about it, if everyone is going to start distributing his zakat money abroad, who is going to take care of the poor people of your own country?
So my question there is, that's very interesting, because I didn't know this, and I traditionally, we've got all these charities, the Muslim charities that you see on TV, and they're all sending it to the war-torn countries that need, at the moment where there's a lot of refugees, Syria, Yemen, and places like Kashmir, places like this where there's a lot of need abroad. And obviously there's nothing wrong, and you should donate where possible. But using the point that you just said, some people may argue on this basis that the people in need in those countries are more in need than the people that are in need in these countries. How would you answer to that? Or what they're probably trying to say is that the poor or the needy in those countries are in much worse condition than the poor and needy in, for example, a country like the UK, where we have benefits and all these other things.
There is always wisdom in what Allah Azza wa Jalla wants us to do, rather than from bringing from our own mind, from our own thinking. If a person was to see this, that there are some people who are more in need. So this is why if every rich people, they will take care of their own poor people, poverty will be eradicated from this earth. If everyone is going to start sending abroad, then who is going to look and take care of the poor people in this country? And this is why if a person does send, it doesn't mean his zakat is not done. His zakat will be paid, but it is khilaful awla, which means it is against recommended. It is not the best. The best is that you give zakat to your own local people. And when every country, their own rich people is giving to their own poor people, that is how poverty will be eradicated from this earth, and this is from the wisdom of Allah Azza wa Jal.
What about, this is a two-part question here, what about, for example, there is somebody who is struggling with money, they're not, God forbid, on the street or homeless, but you know somebody who is struggling with money to pay bills or something like that. Is that considered like maybe someone down the road who's struggling with the day-to-day activity? So in this country like the UK, that is considered poverty, where you're not able to, where you're relying on food banks, for example, and it's very common now in the UK, given the state of the economy. So if you look locally, based on your advice, is it permissible to give it to those needy people who are struggling with their day-to-day financial situation? Maybe they don't have a job or something like this.
Zakat can be given to any individual as long as he fits in the 8 categories of zakat, which is mentioned in the glorious Quran in Surah At-Tawbah, verse number 60. Allah says, إِنَّمَا الصَّدَقَاتُ لِلْفُقَرَى. Zakat is for the poor people, وَالْمَسَاكِينَ, for the needy, وَالْعَامِلِينَ عَلَيْهَا, which means those who are responsible for taking zakat, وَالْمُؤَلَّفَةِ قُلُوبُهُمْ, those who are inclined towards Islam, وَفِي الرِّقَابِ, those who are in bondage, وَالْغَارِمِينَ, those who are in debt, وَفِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ, in the path of Allah, وَبَنِ السَّبِيلِ, and the wayfarer. If a person fits in any of these 8 categories, irrespective of whichever country he may belong to, zakat, he is entitled to it, and the zakat can be given to him.
That is amazing. I just think of it in that way. So anyone even in debt,
yes,
can be given zakat, even if the debt is because of his own fault and he
yes, as long as he fits in this 8 category. When Allah gives permission, there is nowhere anyone can come and say you're not entitled for zakat.